Bluetooth is a wireless technology used for short distance communication with mobile device accessories such as headsets and speakers and much more. Let's show how to connect a typical Class 2 headset device. And I have a couple here. Here's a headset. Uh, Quite often you'll need to push a button on the headset and hold it while you make the Bluetooth connection. Quite often these charge via micro USB. And so I have another headset here. So we'll go through that and we'll connect to this particular headset. And here you can see the phone and the headset and see the phone a little bit bigger. So the first thing you need to do is go to your settings to turn on Bluetooth. And if we swipe down here, I'm going to go to Do Not Disturb as usual. But if you swipe down here and take a look at what you have, you'll notice that whether or not your Bluetooth is on. And you can see here that it's grayed out, and it wasn't in the notification bar. So we knew it was off. And so first thing we need to do is turn that on. So we can turn that on here, or we can go to the settings. If you turn it on here, it'll automatically start looking for available devices. And on most of these devices, you just press a button and hold that button so I can find it. And we were a little bit late, so we'll hold that button down and press search. And it sees the MPOW. That's this headset. So we'll tap on that. And it does something known as pairing the Bluetooth device to the mobile device. Now, in some cases, you'll need to enter a PIN if a PIN has been created on the device. Sometimes manufacturers will have a default PIN of 0000, and in some cases you can configure your own PIN so nobody else can use the device. But at this point it shows that we are connected. We'll close this out. And to see more about Bluetooth, we'll scroll down, we'll go to Settings, and you'll see Bluetooth under Network here. And you'll see it is on. We can turn it on and off from here. And you can make changes to the settings by tapping on it. And you can see what's connected right now. So we have this MPOW connected for call audio. It's in blue, so we know it's working. We can go to the settings for that. And from here, you could unpair it if you need to, or just turn off the ability to use it with call audio if it's getting in the way of actually talking on the phone with either another device or within an automobile or just on the phone itself. So you can just turn that off if you don't want to unpair it. But that's basic pairing right there. And this is a typical Class 2 headset device. Class 2 devices such as this have a range of 33 feet or 10 meters. And in my office here, you have obstructions, you have walls, you have doors, so it's not going to be that far. It's going to be less than that in most cases. So those steps, again, you go to settings, you turn on Bluetooth, enable it on the mobile device. The navigational path may be slightly different depending on the version of Android or if you're using iOS or the manufacturer of the device. Then you prepare the device, press and hold the button, and then search on your actual phone. And it's going to work that way with most devices out there. Okay, now let's connect a Bluetooth speaker to an iPad. And so to do that, first we'll turn on the Bluetooth speaker with the on button. And then on the iPad, we'll go to Settings, go to Bluetooth, and make sure it's turned on. It's not right now, so we'll tap it to enable it. And that'll start automatically looking for devices out there. So we'll have to transmit with the Bluetooth button here. Press that, and right away it found it. JBL Charge 3. We'll tap on that to attempt to pair to it. And it made a little noise, usually music going up. That tells you that you're connected, and we know we are because it says it here in the iPad as well. Right? So, I mean, it's that easy to connect to these devices. Again, if pairing is necessary, it would ask you for a 4-digit code, and You'd have to type that in correctly. And then it'll keep on searching for other devices, but we are connected to this one. If we want to find out more information, we can. We can disconnect it if need be and forget it totally if it seems to be getting in the way for some reason. Sometimes Bluetooth devices will do that, right? And so we can test it, play a little bit of music. All works good. So that's a quick setup with that. Now, let's say we wanted to connect with our phone to this device. At that point, we would have two devices connected to the phone. But generally, to do that, you'd want to disable it from the other device first. So we could tap on that and go to disconnect. Okay, so it remembers it for now, unless we choose forget, and it just says not connected. And at this point, we could try connecting from the phone and have two devices on here. All right, so we'll tap the circle here to start searching. And it's actually seeing the iPad as well, because Bluetooth is on now, so they could communicate with each other. Okay, and we'll search one more time and press that Bluetooth button again. And it sees it, so we'll tap it on here, JBL Charge. And it pairs it up. Now, two things about this. You'll notice, and let me bring this guy over here. You'll notice here that the MPOW, that's the headset that we connected previously, that is connected for call audio only, so for voice calls. And you see the JBL Charge here, the speaker is connected for call and media audio. Chances are you won't want it for voice calls. You'll want to use this, the MPOW, the headset, for voice calls. And for media, for music, you want the speaker. So we could change that by tapping on the settings sprocket for that JBL Charge and turn off call audio. And just allow media audio on that one. Okay, so generally what you want here is a connectivity that works for the user. If you have multiple profiles, multiple Bluetooth devices, you may need to do a little bit of configuring with those. And generally, try not to have multiple devices competing for the same Bluetooth device, speaker, or whatever else. Okay, so there's a little bit of Bluetooth for you. And another cool technology you might be interested in on the iPad side of things is AirDrop, which allows people to transmit information to each other really quickly, like images, stuff like that. It goes by the user within the Apple community, but that utilizes Bluetooth to make the connection. So Bluetooth has to be on. You know, we have to have Bluetooth enabled. And then it uses Wi-Fi to do the actual transfer of data. So it's a combination of technologies. So another cool thing to check out, that's AirDrop technology. But that is different from other types of beaming and, say, NFC technologies, which we'll talk about in another video. So once again, know about Class 2 devices and their maximum range of 33 feet or 10 meters, and understand the basics of how to connect Bluetooth devices and change the settings for those Bluetooth devices. And that's it for this video.